If you're thinking about making the move to the Austin, Texas suburbs, this video might save you from making a huge mistake. I've seen too many buyers excited about making the move only to realize that they picked the wrong area. Whether that was budgeting for monthly cost or they completely overlooked the lifestyle fit. In this video, I'm going to break down some of the biggest relocation regrets that I hear from people every week. So hopefully you can avoid this and move here with total confidence. I help people just like you relocate, whether you're living in Austin, in Texas, or coming from another state. Move to the Austin suburbs, and I want to help you make a smart move. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, I want to help you figure out which suburb actually fits your lifestyle and budget, and I'm here to help. You can call or text me on my cell phone, or you could book a free Zoom consult with me in the link in the description. Now let's get you into the right home, the right neighborhood that you actually love without all the stress and surprises. Number one, biggest mistakes relocators make when choosing a suburb is not understanding the lifestyle of the suburb. Now, without getting myself in trouble, there are certain things that we can speak about as real estate agents, but overall, all the suburbs have a pretty different vibe, especially the north side to the south side of Austin. And I have another video coming out very soon about what the bigger difference is in between the Austin suburbs if you live north or south. But sometimes people just fall in love with the home price, or they see some pictures or different posts and they just fall in love with the area, or they're in a rush and so they're just trying to find what's the best price, where can I find and land my feet, without really doing any research. And also the biggest thing too that we'll talk a little bit more about in the video is a commute. Why are you choosing this specific suburb? Is it because you need to live by a certain area? Where's your job at? Do you need to fly out of the airport often? There's so many different factors because Austin has grown so much that plays a huge part into all these different lifestyle and factors of living in different parts of Austin. Now, as we know, traffic is pretty bad here, or if you don't know, traffic is pretty heavy here. So if you live all the way north, say in Leander, and you fly out of the airport once a month or every other week, maybe Leander is not the city for you because you're talking about an hour commute to the airport. Now, sometimes that doesn't bother people, but for some people and most people that I talk to, commute is a big deal. Also, when you take in consider of your budget, living in the south end of Austin is going to be cheaper than living on the north end of the Austin suburbs. Why? It's mainly because of the north side has been more developed longer. Like Round Rock is one of the most developed suburbs in the Austin area that's been developed for a long time. They also have really good schools up there, so if that's important to you, that's something to think about. Now, Buda and Kyle and San Marcos and some of these other suburbs that are just starting to boom and develop, say Kyle just 15 years ago had a quarter of the people that it does now, they don't have amazing A-rated schools. Now, I'm not saying that the school systems are awful down there because there are some good schools throughout Hays County, but you really have to take a look at what part of Hays County do you live in, because there are some highly rated A+ elementary, middle school, and even high schools. But then there are some areas in Kyle, Buda, San Marcos, and throughout Hays County that might have B or C rated schools. And one of my favorite websites and what I tell people to go to is niche.com. That website is used for so many different things when it comes to schools, areas, neighborhoods, and it really rates everything on a public view, and more, it can speak more to than what I'm allowed to talk about. So it's a really helpful website when you're looking to move and you're looking for family friendly, you're looking for schools, you're looking for, maybe you're a young family, maybe you don't have kids. It can really break down all the different communities and speak about how other people have rated those areas. All right, another thing that people don't think about when moving to certain areas or even moving to Texas as accounting for our property taxes and hidden costs. Yes, there are some hidden costs that some people do not pay attention to, don't understand, or are not educated on. So some of the things is Texas does not have state taxes, but Texas has higher property taxes. We also, because Texas has so much land to develop, most master plan communities that are being developed have a MUD, which is the utilities, or a PID, which is public improvement district, that helps develop the areas that is built into your house payment and your taxes. So these are some things to think about when looking to move here. Also, depending on the development, you have different HOA fees depending on the area. Now, as you may know, Texas is developing like large master plan communities, which most people like, whether you're retiring, whether you're a young family, whether you're a developed family. People like master plan communities, especially if you're new to the area, because that's one of the best ways you can make friends. A lot of my clients that move from out of state, or they're moving from Austin and into a different city, or just moving from a different part of Texas, love the master plan communities because they have Facebook groups, they have events, they have all these different things that the master plan communities develop. And with that being said, it comes with costs to be able to develop these areas. Now, for instance, I was in a neighborhood yesterday in Dripping Springs, and you can get a house for, say, $500,000 in this small pocket community. There's no real amenities except like a playground and a park. But they have great schools and it's a great area, but the tax rate's only 1.8%. If you buy, say, the same exact size house, say in Buda or Kyle or Leander, that is a large master plan community that has like an amazing resort style pool, they host events, they have all this community features, then they might have a built-in PID, which means your tax rate could be, for that neighborhood, a 1.8 or 1.9, but with the PID, it might go up to a 2.3. So that could increase your payment by $300 or $400 a month. And people don't think about that stuff because A, they're not being educated about it, the builders aren't telling them about it, or they just have no idea because PIDs are very, I would say, new to most people. We're just starting to hear about them more and more as areas around Austin are being developed. So it's something to think about. Ask your real estate agent. Feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to answer any questions and explain exactly, where these neighborhoods are at and what other areas you can save money to be able to help pay for the MUDs and the PIDs. So for the third one, it's overestimating commute time and road access. Again, I spoke briefly about this in the beginning, and if you're needing to commute in and out of the airport, I would say places like Manor, Kyle, Buda, even San Marcos could be a good fit for you because it's all east or it's all an easy commute to get into the airport. Now, if you live all the way out in Georgetown or even Hutto, which Hutto's easy access, it's just further away, or Leander or Liberty Hill or any of those other cities, you're talking hour and a half commute to the airport. If you work downtown Austin and you need to be in the office 4 or 5 days a week, then you might want to look at cities like Buda or possibly even Kyle. Round Rock's not too bad, you're still not too far. It's the first suburb above Austin. But again, you might not want to live all the way out in Gerald, Texas, or you might not want to live all the way out in Hutto or Liberty Hill or way out in New Braunfels. So it's something to think about, like really understanding what's important to you when it comes to work, when it comes to lifestyle. Do you want to come to Austin on a weekly basis? Do you like to hang out downtown? Do you like a smaller town feel and you don't need to come to Austin? You just want the lifestyle of a small town, which some people do. And that's the cool thing about these suburbs is you don't typically have to leave the area unless you really want to. But again, understand the highways, the major highways being, we have Mopac, Loop 1, I-35, 183, 71, 290. Those are the main highways that go east, west, north, and south. And understanding where the construction is as roads are developing, what's most important to you when it comes to living somewhere, and if commute is something that you need to think about. All right, number 4 is choosing the wrong area for your lifestyle. Again, we talked a little bit about this, and I can vaguely speak on this, but I'm happy if you give me a call or a text to talk more in depth with you on this. But all in all, are you young? You have no kids, you like the nightlife, breweries, you want to be outdoors and have an easy commute into, say, like a fun downtown area. Maybe living out in Hutto or even like Kyle or Manor might not be the place for you. But there's great communities like Buda downtown has an amazing downtown. Still pretty low key, but it has a really cool downtown. You've got Round Rock that has a more developed downtown that is, I would say, pretty cool, like if you like to go out and fun lifestyle. Georgetown also has a great downtown, but it's still developing. Kyle, they're revamping their downtown, and so that's like coming soon. And then Dripping Springs. Dripping Springs is pretty spread out. I wouldn't say they really have like a downtown lifestyle, but they've got the wineries, they got the breweries. It's an easy commute into Fredericksburg, which is, wine country here in Texas. Those are things to think about when it comes to your lifestyle. Do you have family? Do you have kids? Do you want to live in a master plan community? Do you want to meet more kids and more families that are always hanging out at the pools? And maybe going out is not your thing. It's not my thing. I'm okay with living in like a small suburb. Like, I love Buda. It's one of my favorite suburbs. I love Round Rock. Like, there's some really cool, quirky, fun, quieter suburbs that aren't as lively as like living in the city of Austin. All right, number 5, assuming all schools are great. Now, again, I can't talk too much on this, but niche.com, and I think it's greaterschools.org is a great website to check out schools. But for instance, Hayes ISD, again, has great schools, but they're not all great. Dripping Springs has A-rated schools. Lake Travis has A-rated schools. Eames ISD is the best in the country, but definitely in Texas. Round Rock has great schools. Leander has great schools. Liberty Hill has great schools. Georgetown is up and coming, and so they have some good schools, but some others might not be the best. I also think it's like, what's important to you? What do your kids need? Do you have special needs children? Do you have a specific sport that they're growing up in? So I think also looking at different schools, it's not, yes, obviously it's about education, the teachers, and the educational system and programs that they have, but also not all schools are created equally. So I definitely think do some really deep research. Happy to point you into the direction of getting you some information, as I don't have little ones, but I do have nieces and nephews, and I have lots of clients that move here with their kids, and I'm happy to give you some direction on how to find the best schools for your kids' needs. All right, number 6 is not touring enough communities before deciding. Now, I know a lot of people relocate from out of state, and so you can't do that. So what are you doing? You watch YouTube videos, and that's what we do. We help create videos to hopefully give you an ease of mind and give you a full understanding of the area before you move here. But if you have the opportunity to drive the areas, or you have family, friends, or even your realtor give you well-educated information for the areas, I highly recommend it. I have clients that live in Austin or live in different parts of the suburbs, say they want to downsize, upsize, move to a different part of a suburb. Like right now, I have a client that's moving from Buda to Kyle. They are looking to downsize, and the prices are a little cheaper in Kyle. But what I tell people is go drive the neighborhoods. Go check out the neighborhoods. Go see what's nearby. Get familiar with the area, because there's nothing better you can do than drive the areas yourself. Yes, we're here to help research. We're here to help give you information. We're here to help show you homes. But I always encourage people on their own, whether you go check out open houses, go check out model homes for new construction, go cruise the areas at all different times of the day, so you can really understand the different areas and what could be the best fit for you. All right, the last one is ignoring new construction incentives. Now, again, Texas has new developments building all across the state, and Austin has new construction in every suburb. Now, there's not a ton of new construction, very little new construction that's actually in Austin, because Austin is pretty tight knit and it's already fully developed. We do see flips and things like that, but if we're talking new construction, on the ground, breaking ground, there's tons of new communities coming. There's lots of communities that are building new phases, and new construction is the best buy for your money right now. They are doing rate buy downs, they are doing permanent rate buy downs, they're doing temporary rate buy downs. They're giving $25,000 in incentives. They're paying for closing costs. I've had multiple clients just this year get free appliances, not have to pay their closing costs, locked in at a rate of a 4.99%, and right now rates are between 6 and 7%. Now this video right now, rates are 7%. They just shot up, but they will come back down. But what's better than rates being at 6% and you being able to get locked in at a 3.99 or 4.99%? You're saving hundreds of dollars a month. So new construction is definitely more affordable right now. It's a great buy. Now there are some things to understand about new construction when buying a new home, whether it's information about the community, the area, how long are you going to live there, again, the PIDs and the MUDs. So this is where your real estate agent or myself, if you would love to work with me, I'd love to help you out. Understand what all these costs are, because you can't just pull up into a new construction area, go buy a $350,000 house, and then not think that you don't have extra taxes or a higher HOA fee, or you plan on moving in 3 years and you think you're going to be able to just put 5% down and then sell your house in a couple years. Trust me, you want to understand this before making the move. I hope this gave you a clear vision of what it's like to move to Austin, and thank you so much for watching this video. If there's any other videos I can create to make your move easier, or there's more information about buying or selling your home in the area, please reach out, put it in the comments, and I would love to be able to create the video that helps give you more value on making your move to the Austin suburbs. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.